Khango-led NSCN is ready to enter into a ceasefire after the centre is reported to have given its nod, saying it would consider 3 out of the 4 demands placed by the group. Talks in this regard have already begun between the NSCN-K and the Government of India after the arrival of the Khango-led group in Nagaland October last year. Naga Mothers Association, Gaon Burrha Federation and Konyak Union were among the first 3 civil organizations to meet the Khango-led group. And speaking on the development, Naga Mothers Association advisor Rosemary Zuvichu told Northeast Life that the Naga Mothers Association was happy that the group had come for ceasefire, adding that people of Nagaland should be happy with the development. Rosemary further hoped that the Khango-led NSCN-K would be looking at an early signing of the ceasefire and the modalities would be almost along the line of the demands put forward by the group.
And at the outset, I must state, because officially we have not stated yet, the Naga Mothers, we are extremely happy that they have come forward, especially into the ceasefire. This has been almost a 4-year-old struggle and appeal with this very reticent and reclusive group. And I think all Nagas must at the same time be, happy that they have come forward, at least in peace.
In referring to the AFSPA, Rosemary said that the act was not serving its purpose in the state, adding that many civil society groups have questioned the validity of the AFSPA.
The NSCN-K as well as the Government of India, if you see, will definitely be looking at the earlier signing of the ceasefire. I think the modalities would almost be along those lines with, of course, additions of the further demands that they have put across. And hopefully the Government of India is going to take them seriously.
When asked about the next probable course of action that the NSCN-K is likely to take, Rosemary said it is important to move one step at a time. She reiterated that if the government is willing to take a step, the NSCN too must reciprocate. She also urged the involvement of the people of Nagaland, further acknowledging the fact that peace and justice must go hand in hand. It also may be mentioned that the Khango-led NSCN-K had placed a 4-point demand to the centre for consideration: lift ban imposed on NSCN and removal of terrorist tag, rescind the bounties placed on NSCN leaders, repeal AFSPA on the enforced Naga areas, and unconditional release of NSCN cadres arrested after the abrogation of ceasefire and undergoing trials or serving sentences in different prisons across the state or the country. The Khango-led group had also written and appealed to the Government of India, stating that they have observed some loopholes in the ceasefire ground rules which needs to be amended.
See, as far as AFSPA is concerned, it's not only the K. You have all civil societies, you've had Nagas over the years and Naga People's Movement for Human Rights. You've had even cases in the court, which have questioned the validity of AFSPA. Since 1958, we've been reeling under this. And the fact that the Government of India has again extended it, I think is a very serious signal to the Naga people, as well as even to this group and the other groups also who are negotiating. What really is AFSPA to us, and do we really need it? And I think one main concern that we have this time, which we have also put across again to the Union Home Minister in December in a written memorandum, is on the dismissal of cases by the NIA on Nagaland government officials. You have more than 10 government officials who are under scanner, who have actually been suffering for quite some time, physically and mentally harassed. The question here is, if we are in this kind of a process of ceasefire as well as for peace, what kind of steps will the Government of India take as far as harassment of these kind of officials are concerned? And at the same time, the removal of AFSPA will not happen only because the NSCN-K is asking. This has to be, I think, a full demand and a full participation from all the Naga people. We have also seen so much of aggression, where the AFSPA has been misused. And I think these are serious issues that the government needs to look into. And I'm surprised that till date, the state government has not reacted to this extension.
And recently, Government of India and the NSCN-K led by Konyak had held an informal meeting in Delhi to discuss certain issues.
The court. The reality is also the Indian Parliament. And also if you look at the backlash on the BJP in the recent elections that have happened, I think the BJP also needs to look at various strategies on how they are going to do it and how they are going to resolve the Naga peace process. We also need to lobby. It's not only the government of India that's just going to sign and finish it. I don't know how much Naga people are really thinking, or how seriously are we really looking at the idea that it is also the people who have to participate.
Right, it is learned that there will be no amendments in the ceasefire agreement. NSCN-K will be signing the same agreement which was abrogated. Highly placed sources have also said that during the recent meet of NSCN-K and Government of India in Delhi, the latter had mentioned their strength to government as 450 to 500 in military wing and about 100 to 125 civil wing, although not the exact figures but approximately. Also, there are reports of few cadres from NSCN-IM and NSCN Unification joining Khango-led group and many more likely to join. The next meeting between Centre and NSCN-K is likely to be held in the second week of January.
After much appeal, the NSCN-K have agreed to join the abrogated ceasefire, and in a recent development, the NSCN-K and Government of India have held their first informal meeting last month, but it is still unclear whether Government of India have agreed upon all the 4 demands placed by NSCN-K, with the latest update of Nagaland being declared as a disturbed area for the next 6 months. The next meeting is likely to be scheduled in the second week of January, and we have also received information from highly placed sources that there will be no amendments in the ceasefire ground rules appealed by the NSCN-K. Now the big question remains, after the official declaration of the ceasefire, will NSCN-K be sitting for the peace dialogue along with the rest of the Naga national political groups? With camera person Inzan, I'm Sarah Konyak reporting for Northeast Live.